Welcome to Entertainment Tech. My name's Sarah Luke.
And I'm Candace Barbara.
Today we've got a great episode filled with TV shows, movie reviews, and all the latest celebrity happenings.
Let's start with some TV show reviews.
As we say goodbye to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, we say hello to our favorite ladies from Orange County who returned for their 8th season. The season starts off a little shaky as the women still recover from their past arguments from last season and the reunion. Alexis is back with a short haircut and wants to find friends who are positive and don't bully her, as she calls it. And believe it or not, Gretchen and Tamara are still best buds despite their past. Tamara and her children have moved in with Eddie after their engagement, and Gretchen is happy to announce that Slade finally has a job, so now no one can make any remarks about him not paying his child support. Vicky has returned a new woman. Yes, really. She has gotten chin implants, work on her nose, and fillers on her upper cheeks, and her and Brooks are no longer dating. In addition, we were able to see Vicky become a grandmother as her daughter Brianna gave birth to a baby boy named Troy. Heather hosts the most glamorous clam bake you will ever see at her house and wants to bring all of the girls together. Well, everyone except for Alexis. The episode ends on a suspenseful note as Tamara and Vicky will see each other for the first time in 7 months. Hopefully they can be civil to one another, or if history repeats itself, it is highly possible wine will be thrown. Don't miss the drama from the Real Housewives of Orange County, Mondays at 8 on Bravo.
Alright, my melody singing, ballad loving fans, it's come down to the finals here on American Idol. After last week, you'd think it would only get more dramatic, but to my dismay, it was a very anticlimactic episode. The best part was watching Keith Urban perform Long Hot Summer in preparation for his upcoming tour, which, by the way, I am hoping to snag tickets for. Let's be real, who doesn't love Keith Urban? But back to Idol. So who would go home? The bottom 3 were Brunel Taylor, Lorenzo Arbos, and Devin Velez. Devin returning to the bottom 3 2 weeks in a row. Bad news bears, that's for sure. And after a quick song battle, it's Devin who heads home. Though he had an undeniably beautiful voice, he lacked, well, personality. He was just plain boring. Who will be eliminated next? Check out American Idol every Thursday on Fox.
Most of the contestants took a step back in time to prom night on this week's Dancing with the Stars. Former American Idol contestant Kelly Pickler led the scoreboard, earning 25 out of a possible 30 points. 16-year-old Disney star Zendaya Coleman followed closely behind with 24 points. Olympic athlete Allie Raisman received some negative feedback from judge Len Goodman saying, "Up until tonight, I've been really impressed with your dancing. Not so much actually tonight." A loud chorus of boos echoed from the crowd until Goodman shouted, "April Fools." Who wasn't the target of an April Fool's joke and was sent home? Unfortunately, this week it was Winona Judd and the most recent Dancing with the Stars champion, Tony Dovolani. Also in the bottom 3 were Andy Dick and Lisa Vanderpump. The dance floor is starting to heat up. Don't miss all new Dancing with the Stars on ABC, Mondays at 8.
So Sarah, what's going on with the Housewives?
Alright, well, you know, it's kind of sad to see Beverly Hills go, but it was exciting that Orange County came back. I just can't believe they're back for an 8th season.
8 seasons of that.
That's crazy. I mean, granted, most of the housewives haven't been there since the beginning. Vicky has, but now she's got that new face, so it's kind of like a different housewife.
Yeah, it's like she's all new.
She really is. I mean, so I'm excited to see all of that drama and everything. And Bravo actually made an announcement. They have 17 new unscripted shows coming out.
It just seems ridiculous, 17. Were none of their shows really getting the ratings they deserved or wanted at least?
I mean, honestly, I think they know how easy it is to gain money from a reality show because they
Makes
have
sense.
all the housewives. I don't want to know how much money Bravo's made from that. A lot, probably. So now they're, you know, trying to rake it in, I guess.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's all about money.
Oh yeah. So we're going to go through some of the new shows that they have lined up, and maybe you guys will be interested in them. So the first one is called The Candy Factory, and it's coming out Tuesday, April 9th, and it's about Grammy Award winner and multi-platinum songwriter Candy Burris of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. And the show's about her helping 16 aspiring artists jumpstarting their dreams of stardom.
I like that. I think it'll be different, you know, at least for Bravo.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, everybody loves Candy from, you know, Atlanta, and on the show Real Housewives, she basically, with Kim, she kind of made her into a pop star. And Kim has the worst voice you will ever hear. So, you know, maybe if
she can turn someone like that into a pop star, why can't she turn someone who actually has talent?
Yeah, so Candy actually, you know, she's clearly talented because she has her Grammy, so this might be a show to actually, you know, it might be interesting, the new American Idol or something like that. Who knows?
Sounds good.
All right, now another show is called Princesses Long Island, and it's coming out Sunday, June 2nd. And it says 6 young women from Great Neck, Long Island, who return to their pampered lifestyle in the comfort of their parents' estates and at the expense of their father's bank accounts.
You know what, personally, I can't stand. I don't want to see another show like that. You know what? Hasn't our area gotten enough? Everyone always confuses Long Island with part of New Jersey from where I'm from, Long Beach Island. They're always like, so you're from Long Island? No, I'm from Long Beach Island. There's a difference. And I swear if I get more crap because of that show, I'm going to be pissed. So Bravo, rethink that, please, for my sake.
I think for me, this sounds like it's going to be like a My Super Sweet 16 type thing, like these girls who have all this crazy stuff, you know, and don't really do anything. But what worries me is the title, Princesses, then Long Island, because I feel like they're going to add on like Princesses, you know, Orange County, Princesses, you know.
It's just going to be another way for them to keep expanding. And I don't think that's going to be successful at all.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like the Real Housewives, and they're going to add different areas for each show. I don't think it'll be as entertaining. I mean, I don't want to speak too soon. I'm not that excited about it, though.
I'm not excited. If you can't tell, I'm really not excited about it.
All right, now summer 2013, we have Below Deck, and it's about a young and single crew known as Yachties, and they live, love, and work together on board a privately owned extravagant yacht.
That is very different.
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Where do they find these things?
I don't know.
Can they make a TV show about us? Talking about TV shows? I don't know. That's pretty much what they're doing. They're literally finding everything and anything to make a TV show on now.
I know. I guess if you like yachts, then watch it.
I'd like to own a yacht.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Who knows? Now we have City Sisters coming fall 2013, and it's about single and up-and-coming movers and shakers in New York's elite circles of real estate, fashion, and media. Now, okay, this kind of sounds like they're kind of combining Sex and the City and Girls into a reality show. That's what it seems like to me.
Yeah, I just don't understand, how do they find these people, and how do they know that they're actually in New York's elite?
Yeah.
I mean, I could say that I'm in New York's elite. I mean, I know Times Square like the back of my hand. I know Lower Manhattan. I mean, does that make me elite enough to be like, come on?
I don't know. I mean, but they have Real Housewives of New York that's basically New York's elite. Yeah. And then they had that show, I don't know if it was, I think it was Bravo. It was, oh my gosh, what was it called? With the teens, prep school.
Yeah. My friends
NYC Prep.
My friends made a spoof on that.
So, I mean, this doesn't seem like it's that original of an idea. I don't know. The one show, though, that they're coming up with that I think actually sounds extremely interesting is called Newlyweds, and it's coming Monday, May 6th. And it's following the first year of 4 newly married couples for an entire year. And it's going to be made by Emmy Award-winning and Oscar-nominated documentarian Lauren Lazin. And it's about 4 diverse couples, including gay, interracial, long-distance, and business partners, experiencing the daily trials and tribulations of their first 365 days of marriage.
That sounds pretty interesting.
I think it'll be interesting because my mom always jokes like, oh, your first year of marriage is the hardest. So I think it'll be interesting to see like the struggles they go through, but like I think it'll be good for everyone to see the similarities that they go through. You know, like people who are still, I don't know, judgmental of, you know, gay relationships. They'll see they're just like any straight relationship. You know, they're newlyweds. They just want to start their lives together. I think it'll be a good way to, you know, just, I don't know.
No, I agree. I think it'll be definitely a good way to shush all those people who have problems. And it'll also be interesting because this is a really well-known documentary person, and so to see what she does with it will be great.
It'll be done very tastefully and well done if there's someone like that doing it. Also, really quickly, Hilary Duff is actually going to guest star on 2.5 Men.
I don't like that. I like Hilary Duff. She's innocent little Hilary Duff. I don't care that she has a baby now or anything, but I don't like Charlie Sheen. He was good on 2.5 Men, but that's about it. His, I don't know. I don't, after he left, everything's gone downhill and they should just end it all.
I mean, I don't really care. I've never watched the show, but Hilary Duff, I think she's definitely trying to make her way back into the business after having her baby.
Yeah.
And I know she wants to start her singing career again. I don't know. I kind of like Hillary just being a mom and being normal.
Me too, because I mean, I just think of Lizzie McGuire, and like for me, it's kind of like real life what happens with Lizzie, and I don't know. I mean, no matter what, as long as she does she goes back into the business in a tasteful way, I'll be happy. I don't want to see her on like all those like anger management or any of those stupid TV shows. I want to see her stay tasteful because she left her career in a tasteful way. I don't want her to ruin it just to get back in the limelight.
She's one of the few Disney stars that hasn't like fallen through the cracks and become like a disaster.
Exactly.
You know, which is nice. Yeah. All right, and also really quickly, I just want to talk about a couple shows that I've been hearing so much about lately, and I haven't been able to watch them. So the first one is Scandal, and we talk about the show from our featured anchors basically every week because this show has a huge following and people are really into it.
My grandma's into it.
And it's on Netflix, so you know what? I need to watch it. All right, and the second one is Game of Thrones.
All my friends are posting about it, all of that, because it just got renewed
Twitter,
for season 4.
Yep, it's everywhere. So this is one that I definitely need to just sit down and watch. And I know once I do, I will be hooked. But I started watching the first episode. It's really scary, and I'm like, I need to watch.
It's intense.
It's hard watching it by yourself. I'm like, this is a little freaky.
Because it's a mix of like medieval and dragons and all of that.
There were just a bunch of dead frozen bodies in the first episode. So once I get past that, because I've been told that I shouldn't get attached to any characters because once you get attached, they end up dying. So we'll see. All right, but stay tuned because our featured anchors Sarah Klein and Rachel Thompson are up next.
I'm Sarah Klein. The most recent episode of RuPaul's Drag Race was very dramatic as the queen starred in short telenovela skits. Jinx Monsoon, a drag queen known for her comedic performances, won the challenge. Alyssa Edwards and Coco Monteith went head-to-head in one of the most anticipated lip syncs in Drag Race history. In the end, Coco ended up staying in the competition while Alyssa was told to sashay away. Make sure you catch up on the fierce competitions Monday nights at 9 on Logo. The latest episode of New Girl was somber when Nick's father passes away. The gang visits his hometown for the funeral as a very frantic Nick scrambles to fulfill his father's wish of having an Elvis impersonator for the occasion. In a touching scene, Jess consoles Nick, telling him she will be there for him no matter how stupid it gets, and later surprises Nick at the funeral as an Elvis impersonator. When Nick struggles to read his father's eulogy, Jess holds his hand and he makes it through. Well, it seems like Jess and Nick might have romance in the near future, but we must stay tuned Tuesday nights at 9 on Fox to find out.
Hi, I'm Rachel Thompson. This episode of Scandal begins with the news that Hollis Doyle's daughter, Maybelle, has been kidnapped, and he asked Olivia and her team to find her. The kidnapper asked for $20 million. Olivia agreed to wire the money after receiving Maybelle's ear in the mail. Huck figures out that Maybelle actually kidnapped herself. She just wanted money from her parents and went to extreme measures to get it. After Doyle tells Maybelle to choose between her family or the money, she chooses the money. Meanwhile, Captain Ballard sneaks into Olivia's house and steals a flash drive, later telling the president that the CIA director is the mole. The president fires the CIA director, and that night the ex-director is found dead in his car. Police believe it is a suicide. However, a rendezvous between Captain Ballard and a strange man at the end of the episode makes me think otherwise. Watch Scandal on Thursdays at 10 on ABC. The first episode of Season 28 of MTV's The Real World begins well in Portland, Oregon. The 7 strangers include Marlon, Jordan, Johnny, Avery, Joy, Anastasia, and Jessica. Avery brings her dog named Daisy. On the second party night, Johnny and Avery are caught kissing at the club. After discovering that the boys rank the girls according to booty size, Anastasia is extremely upset and drops a few tears, revealing her sensitive personality. Marlon and Jordan bring Plan D girls home from the club. When Johnny kicks out the girls, Anastasia gets mad and yells at the boys for being rude to their guests, so Jordan retaliates by pouring her wine on the floor. The episode concludes with Anastasia in the confession booth, daring Jordan to try to make her miserable. Watch The Real World on MTV at 10 on Wednesdays. So Sarah, did you watch The Real World?
I did, and it's so good because finally we have a show that we both watched that we can talk about.
Yes, finally.
Right, okay, so I don't know how I feel about this season so far. I love that they have the dog. That's adorable.
That is cute. Mm-hmm.
Who's your favorite cast member so far?
You know, I don't know if I like any of them yet.
Really?
Honestly, I know who I don't like. I don't like Anastasia. I think she's way too dramatic.
I don't like Jordan, and it sounds really bad, but his hand scared me at first, but now it doesn't, because he's missing his fingers.
Yeah.
But I don't like him. He's such a jerk. And I actually like Anastasia and that she stood up for those girls, because when they kicked out those girls, like, they had another guy kick out those girls, that was so dirty and just, like, grimy. Like,
First of all,
who does that?
I want to know why they even brought home those girls, because
Exactly.
when they said it was really Plan D, like, they were not
So,
pretty at all.
I mean, Anastasia, like, she spoke her mind, and I agree with her on some of that stuff. I probably wouldn't be as brash about it. Yeah, but I think that that's cool. So it looks like in the previews, there's a new girl who replaces another girl. Did you see the previews?
No, I didn't.
There's apparently a girl, I'm not sure, she seems crazy. Like, it seems like she should be on the Bad Girls Club, which I'm a super big fan of the Bad Girls Club. It's no secret, but I like my shows separate.
I was watching that actually at the gym the other day, and you know, I wasn't listening to what was going on, but just their hand actions.
Yeah,
was
it's
crazy.
probably about somebody taking somebody else's juice or something like that.
Wow.
But she gets in a fight with one of the other cast members, so that should be very interesting as to why she does that. So I guess we'll just have to stay tuned for the rest of the season. That's it for now, but Sarah and Candace will be back with movie reviews.
Welcome back. Now it's time for some movie reviews. In the mood for a terrifying, suspenseful horror movie? Well, sorry, that's not what you're going to get with Scary Movie 5. Fandango says the latest installment of the Scary Movie franchise includes send-ups from Paranormal Activity, Mama, Sinister, The Evil Dead, Inception, Black Swan, and Pop Culture, featuring Ashley Tisdale, Charlie Sheen, Lindsay Lohan, Snoop Dogg, Cat Williams, Molly Shannon, Terry Crews, Simon Rex, Jerry O'Connell, Sarah Hyland, Katrina Bowden, Tyler Posey, Shad Moss, aka Bow Wow, Kate Walsh, Heather Locklear, Mac Miller, and Mike Tyson. Oh my gosh, a lot of people. With a cast like that, you have to think this movie would be pretty entertaining. But we'll have to wait until Scary Movie 5 hits theaters April 12th to see for ourselves.
Evil Dead is a remake of the 1981 cult classic film. When 5 teenagers are locked in a cabin, they discover a Book of the Dead. They summon demons in the woods, and soon each teenager is possessed until there is only one left to fight for survival. Receiving an 81% on Rotten Tomatoes, this remake is sure to leave you using a nightlight for weeks. Hitting theaters this Friday, don't miss out on the most anticipated scary movie of the season.
Okay, now it's time for our favorite topic, celebrity gossip. Okay, I was freaking out when I found out about this. Finding Dory, the sequel to Finding Nemo, is official and it's coming out in November 2015.
I'm interested to see what they're going to do with it. I loved Finding Nemo, and I'm one of those people when the first movie is so good, I don't think they should do a sequel. So I'm nervous, but I do believe in the Pixar producers that they're not going to screw it up. I really do believe they won't. I mean, look at Monsters University. That's coming out.
Yeah.
That should be good. So I'm hoping that if that's going to set the bar for Finding Dory.
I think Pixar's really smart too, because with the new Monsters Inc. movie, they're getting kids to come in and see it, but then also people our age who saw it when they were younger.
Yeah.
You know, they're getting a lot of people, and this is going to happen with Finding Dory too, because Finding Nemo came out, maybe I was in like 5th grade. Like,
Isn't that weird to think how long ago that was?
it was a long time ago, and I was laughing because Ellen made the announcement on her show, and she put together this like compilation of episodes where she kept mentioning like, they need a Finding Nemo sequel, they need a sequel, how come everyone has a sequel except Finding Nemo, like Cars 8, you know,
Yeah, right.
Toy Story, Shrek, like, and she's like, how come Finding Nemo doesn't have one? So now it's official, and I'm very excited.
I love Ellen, so
Yeah.
it's just another reason.
All right, now some baby news. Our favorite Seventh Heaven star, well, maybe not favorite, but Beverly Mitchell, who played Lucy, officially welcomed her little daughter, and her name is Kenzie Lynn. What do you think about the name?
I like it. You know, it's different. It's not like Apple or anything
Yeah.
annoying. It's actually a normal person name.
Yeah.
I like it. It's different.
I'm not crazy about Kenzie. It's like Kenzie.
I
I would like Mackenzie more, and then you like call her Kenzie, but it's not bad as long as she likes it. Baby's healthy, they're happy, you know.
You know what?
Good for them. She's someone that I think is kind of like Hilary Duff. She's like gracefully left her childhood stardom and has started a family. You know, it's nice to see that.
Yeah, because a lot of the times you've got celebrities like Lindsay Lohan who just crash and burn, and
Yeah.
then I don't know, no one wants to see that.
Mess. It's a complete mess. All right, now kind of scary news. Heidi Klum was in Hawaii with her family, and her son and nannies were swimming in the ocean, and they got caught in a riptide.
Oh no.
And they were stuck out there, and her son was able to swim back into shore, but the nannies were stuck out there, so Heidi Klum went in with her boyfriend, and they saved the nannies from drowning.
Well, that's good that they did that. That's like, as I work on the beach, I'm not a lifeguard, but I'm a supervisor, so I just do all the paperwork and chill out and tan. But the rip currents, even in the United States here, New Jersey, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, they're dangerous, and a lot of people don't realize there's like how to handle them. So I think educating yourself on riptides is so important, because I mean, that's lucky that Heidi Klum got to save her nannies. But most of the time, once you're in the rip current, especially after hours when lifeguards aren't there, there is a high chance that you're not going to make it out.
And I'm guessing where they were, there weren't any lifeguards, you know.
Probably a private beach because they're celebrities.
Yeah, and the thing that I thought was really disappointing was that there were pictures of the entire incident online, and Heidi Klum said something like, you know, my family, we were a little upset that these people were taking pictures of it, but didn't offer to help.
Exactly.
It's just kind of like, you know, clearly I've said I don't like paparazzi, I don't respect them, but when you drop your job and, you know, say, oh my gosh, the person's drowning, maybe I should help them.
It's not even that. It's just like, I just lost faith in humanity for that. Has money, like invasion of privacy, all of that come before saving someone's life? Has it really gotten that far?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it has. Luckily, everyone's okay, and Heidi Klum says, you know, they're home and they're safe, but that's pretty scary.
Oh, it's very scary.
All right, now, lighter news. Bradley Cooper has a new hairdo. He actually now has a perm.
It's kind of like my hair right now, but this is all natural.
And you're a girl, so I think you are okay. He's filming a new movie with Jennifer Lawrence and the same director, David O. Russell, from Silver Linings Playbook, and it's a 70s era movie, so that's why his hair is very interesting.
That's a nice way to put it. Interesting.
It is interesting, and I can't say I would enjoy it if it were not for a movie. So he's getting in character,
That's
but
good.
hopefully he'll get rid of that once filming is complete, because it's not a good look.
Yeah.
Not a good look. But someone who also has a new hairdo is Reese Witherspoon, and she's gone back to her brunette, you know, walk the line hairdo.
I liked her as a brunette. She's one of those people who can go either blonde or brunette, but flawlessly. Don't go redhead though. I don't think she could pull.
Has she? I was thinking, has she ever been a redhead?
I don't think so. Not that I remember, at least.
I can't think of her. I think she might have been a redhead in that movie Vanity Fair, but I can't remember. I don't know. I like her as a blonde just because, you know, Legally Blonde, you know, Reese Witherspoon.
When I think Reese Witherspoon, I don't think Legally Blonde. I think Sweet Home Alabama. And I think of, you know, the natural hair. Because in Legally Blonde, it didn't look that natural for her because they made it lighter because they wanted to make her, like...
She was, like, in character, the blondie, yeah.
Yeah. But in Sweet Home Alabama, like, the hair color was natural, everything. Just one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, so I don't know if she dyed it for a film she's working on or for fun. I don't know what it was for, but like we talked about Sofia Vergara last week, Reese Witherspoon is just one of those people
That can pull it all off.
she can pull off whatever she wants. So, you know, I think it'll be interesting to see what Reese Witherspoon has going on because she just, you know, gave birth and maybe she's back in the business, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, now this was big news recently. Cory Monteith from Glee checked into rehab for substance abuse.
I think this is funny because in real life, him and Lea Michele are dating.
Mm-hmm.
I think because she's psychotic in real life. At least that's what I've heard. I heard she's very. I can't say the word. It's inappropriate, and this is TV. But she, if you can think what I'm thinking, you can exactly know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So I think she drove him into rehab.
Okay.
I think she drove him crazy.
No. Okay, he actually went into rehab when he was 17.
I know, but I think she drove him crazy. I think she
You
drove
do?
him back to the drugs. Yeah. Because, I mean, she is apparently a real life Rachel, but 10 times worse.
Yeah.
Like psychotic, crazy, in your face.
Yeah.
And then if you already have problems with substance abuse in your past, and then you're dating someone who is so psychotic,
Yeah.
I mean, I would go back to drugs too. My God. I don't think I can handle it.
Okay, well, he started drinking and doing drugs when he was 13, and then he dropped out of school at 16, and then went into rehab at 17. And I have heard the same rumors. I've heard Lea Michele is a huge diva, both in the Hollywood world and in the Broadway world. She just does
And in
not
the
have
relationship world.
very great
Interpersonal skills.
Yes, but I do think it's a little far saying that she pushed him into rehab.
I don't think so.
I think if he already had that past,
It's
you know,
easier to push someone into it.
That's true, or he just slipped back in. I don't know. I mean, but he's not going to be in the latest episodes of Glee, so they're going to have to figure out what to do with his character. But Lea Michele
him
said,
off. I'm
kill
just
him
kidding.
off.
I'm just
They're not
kidding.
going to kill him off. He's like, I guess, one of people. I don't know. I don't watch Glee anymore, but apparently he's a favorite. I don't know.
I don't understand anymore.
I know. So, you know what? Hopefully, you know, I'm hoping that he has a successful time in rehab. Demi Lovato did it. Hopefully he can do it again.
I hope so, but maybe you should break up with Leah. Just saying.
I mean, Leah's probably going to be upset because she's going to have to, you know, help him out while he's doing that. Maybe their
help
relationship's...
him out. Well, God forbid I stop my career and care about other people. Oh no.
You hate her more than anyone I think that's even ever met her.
I'm sorry, she just bothers me.
No, it's fine. It's very entertaining.
Oh yeah, I'm a little bit cynical sometimes.
All right, lastly, talking about, you know, people not liking other people. Joan Rivers, you know, we know she's, you know, kind of a ruthless comedian. She called Adele fat, and she said, this is quotes what she said, she's a chubby lady who's very, very rich, and she should just calm down or lose weight. Adele is beautiful and successful and has, what, $100 million? But let's face reality, she's fat.
That is so unnecessary. Because you
Yeah.
know what? It's nice to actually see a woman who embraces her curves, who's beautiful, who's talented, and doesn't flaunt her money. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Joan Rivers, you look like a squirrel that got its face pulled to either side.
Yeah.
So why don't you look in the mirror first before you hate on a woman who, by the way, is only, what, 23 years old?
Adele
She's
is
young.
so young.
She's a year older than both of us.
Yeah.
So why should you sit there and attack a young lady when you're in your, what, 70s or 60s?
70s, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
God, find something else better to do with your life. I don't understand people.
I know. I remember 2 years ago, Joan Rivers came here to Tech, and she had, you know, like a show or something. And she was funny, and I know her personality is to be funny, but for me personally, that's not funny.
Yes,
You know?
I'm very similar to you. I think you can, if you can laugh at yourself, you can, that's a good thing to do. But I think there's a difference between making jokes about each other and
Yeah.
goofing around to just being ruthless and mean.
Yeah.
I mean, every once in a while, you can do that. I know my roommates and I, we banter and we bicker like that and we joke around. But there's a certain point where you're just enough's enough. That's getting
Yeah.
painful. That's ruthless. That's unnecessary.
Yeah.
And I just think that she's gotten to that point where she's getting senile. So she kind of loses that line between that's appropriate to say and that's just plain mean.
Yeah.
And I don't care who she is. I don't think it's fair to call someone fat because my whole philosophy is unless you've walked in their shoes and know about their whole life, their past, everything they've experienced, you have no right to judge them, ever.
And I think it's interesting, too, because Joan Rivers, she, you know, was one of the first women who were comedians and really had to, you know, make her path. And I just think it's funny that she enjoys tearing other women down. You know, you think you'd rather be supportive
yeah.
of one another instead
agree.
of pushing them down. It's completely unnecessary. I don't really think this comment fazed Adele because Adele is ridiculously talented. She has so many fans. Like,
She's like Susan Boyle.
I don't like Susan Boyle.
What?
I just don't like
you
Susan
can't go
Boyle.
through But yeah, so I think she's one of those people that you just have to support and be proud of no matter what, and don't let them hurt you. Don't let them hurt you, Adele.
Yeah, don't listen to Joan Rivers. She has something nasty to say about everyone every single day. So you know what? That's all we have for now, but thanks for tuning in. I'm Sarah Luke.
And I'm Candace Barbara,
And this is Entertainment Tech. All right, now before we go, make sure to subscribe up on the screen if you like our show to VTTV. We've got a lot of other shows that you can watch, and tune in next week. Thanks.